All right, what's good, y'all? It's another one at Say So Gang. Now, today I wanted to talk about holidays for LGBT men or bisexual gay men specifically, and just cover this because it just was something on my mind this morning when I got up, and I just realized that, like, me personally, I don't look at holidays the same way I used to growing up. Like, growing up, holidays was dope as fuck, and now, like, I felt like this for a while now, like for a few years now, but I would just allow them to go by, you know what I'm saying? I go back home, see family, or whatever. Like, I'd make the best of it or whatever, and it's always been cool just to be around family and shit. And that's pretty much what it's been for me. But as time goes on, and I've given hella people gifts and I've been like generous and just welcoming and warm as fuck throughout these holidays. And then like I noticed like nobody would think to give me a gift. Like, and I know that that sounds like, oh, you're supposed to give out of the kindness of your heart, not because you want others, want gifts in return or whatever. Well, yeah, that's how it starts off. But then after a while, like you do expect a gift because you've been giving gifts and you like, how come I can keep thinking about you but you don't think about me? It's the thought that counts, all right? And for anybody to tell somebody that you shouldn't be worried about getting a gift, you should only be giving stuff out of the kindness of your heart, well, kiss my ass, because we all are humans, which is a plant or a being in this world that needs to be watered just like any other thing else. And if ain't nobody pouring into you, you not gonna be you're not gonna be fulfilled, you know what I'm saying? Or you're not gonna thrive at your best potential. So I feel like around this time of the year, a lot of gay bi men can relate to what I'm saying, because I feel like, and comment, let me know what y'all's experiences are. But from what I see, not just within myself, but even when I look out in the world, my friends and my social network and shit, it just seems like don't none of us get gifts like that. If we do, it's like one to three gifts, and it's because like you've done hella shit for people or whatever. So of course, like somebody might think of you or something, but it's just like it's not even just about receiving gifts for me. It's about giving them. It's about the fact that Christmas specifically, because Thanksgiving is different, but Christmas specifically is all about gifts. I can't really think of anything else that Christmas is about besides gifts, because we all got together. It was all about our families for Thanksgiving. So when it comes to Christmas, it's all about gifts, and I feel like a lot of people get depressed around this time of the year. People who don't have a strong family support system might get depressed, period. But especially when Thanksgiving come, and then it's like I think a whole nother subsection of people get depressed around Christmas within itself, because it's like, or they become, what's that word? Indifferent to it. When they don't love it, they don't hate it, they just are indifferent to it. It's just kind of like, it's not a Grinch thing or nothing. It's just I'm ready for this shit to pass. I'm ready for the New Year's type shit. Like that's basically my energy this year. Is like I'm ready just to speed on past this shit, get past the New Year, and get on to some new shit. Because like within the combination of last year's holiday and just how like I'm noticing that holidays is very stressful. Like we don't realize how stressful they are. Everybody looks at holidays like they're supposed to be just this happy go lucky time, but really they be more stressful than the average days and weeks. It's like, why now? Because the holidays come, I have to do this. I have to make sure I'm doing that. I have to make sure I come to the family events. Let's say you got a boyfriend like myself. I feel obligated to go to all the family events. You know what I'm saying? Even if I may not want to. Now Thanksgiving, I was fine with it. But when it comes to Christmas, well, that's where I personally just don't care to sit up and watch people get a whole bunch of gifts and shit, and ain't nobody giving me shit. Like when you're the boyfriend added to the family and it's your first year, like you ain't been like, probably like 2-3 years after, then yeah, the family will start getting, thinking about you to get you a gift or whatever. But that first year, nigga, ain't nobody getting your ass shit. You go to that nigga family crib if you want to and sit there and watch that nigga and his whole family get gifts. I used to be the nigga, it didn't bother me at all because I grew up with a lot of shit. I grew up, my Christmases was lit. I was always spoiled as fuck. I never wanted for shit growing up as a kid, you know what I'm saying? So I think that that's why it fucks with me now as an adult. Like, there for a minute, it was like, okay, whatever, it's just materialistic shit because of the fact that I did grow up with a lot. I don't look at it like a lot of people do, and kind of like how my boyfriend does, where he didn't grow up with that. He had a rough childhood. So he is not like that so much now though. I feel like he gets a lot of love now, but ours is kind of reversed. It's like I had a great childhood, but now like my family done broke up. It's not like it used to. My great grandma that was the matriarch that ran everything and would bring everybody together. Once she passed, it just seemed like the family dynamic ain't the same. It kind of feels like some soul food shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the movie Soul Food. Like it's just not the same, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I have all these memories. Like us as millennials, a lot of the time I feel like we come around this time of the year and we have a lot of these memories about how we grew up, and then it's not the same, and then that depresses us. We miss our grandparents, we miss certain other family members that have passed and etc. You know what I'm saying? That made these holidays what it was, and it's like so that's one, and then two, another thing that I think is a challenge for gay bi men is that we don't got kids, and I feel like these holidays is surrounded around kids, like especially Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody's. I feel like I had to like let go of some of my frustration with family not thinking about me around holidays, or not even thinking about getting me anything as a gift for Christmas and shit, because I was like, well, my empathy kicked in. And I'm just like, okay, well they got kids, they got all this other shit going on, so they probably, a person without kids and shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is why, like, I like to preach family starting and shit as a gay man, because without a family and shit, like, you're kind of sat over to the side. Like, if y'all really think about it, like holidays, birthdays, family events, and all that kind of shit. Like, a lot of that shit starts to become around surrounding the kids, and you'll find yourself just being the gay uncle, the gunkle. Like that's why I'm saying, like, that's why I look at the gay uncle as a very depressed person on the inside, but then nobody else notices it just because they come around with hella gifts and they come around with this chipper attitude, happy as fuck, but really on the inside they're empty. They don't have nobody ever takes the chance to or the time to look at it like, okay, um, who got you something? Uh, like what are you doing? Like besides just providing shit for everybody else and coming around and like shit like that. I don't know. I just feel like, holidays like Christmas and shit is really for the kids, and you gotta just kind of man up to where you just, take it on the chin and just be like, hey, whatever, it's just a holiday, it's just a day. On top of that, it's just materialistic shit, y'all. This shit that these people get in, they may value it, they may not. They may have the shit next week, they may not. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how I would tell y'all to really look at it for real. But yeah, I just start getting disgusted around this time because I've also of other experiences. Just like last year, I had a different dude that I was in a situation shit with, and this nigga had got me hella shit for Christmas. And that's another thing. It's the misunderstandings and then just the heightened stress and expectations around Christmas time that is I don't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? This man that I was with last year around this time, this nigga got me like 5 jumpsuits, like 5 different like tracksuits or whatever. Um, he got me a Game Boy like portable thing because he's seen that I like to play games and shit, but he had got me like another something else or something. I can't really quite remember, but it's like basically the reason why I'm telling y'all this is because I got this man like $200 pair of clippers, like these gold clippers or whatever, and then I also got him like one other thing or whatever. But I didn't get him like a lot of shit. I didn't spend as much money as he did for me, and that shit caused a problem. And it was like that was another thing that I learned that I don't like about Christmas. It's like so it's not like I didn't get you nothing, but because you know that, like, first of all, you know how my finances was around that time, and because I didn't get you something like as extravagant or meet the dollar amount that you got me, now there's a problem. I feel like that's fake. You know what I'm saying? You start to realize how people gift you shit for their self, like with either expectation of getting something back, the same amount of something, or you get what I'm saying. The expectations around it is like, first of all, the reason why, you know what I'm saying, I was happy for what he got me because I'm always happy when anybody gives me anything just because of the fact that they thought about me. You know, I'm just appreciative. I feel like everybody should be like that. Never be stuck up about gifts. Never be unappreciative about gifts. That's the first and quickest way for a motherfucker to never give you a gift again, and you don't deserve it either. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody has to give you shit. Let me just point that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody has to give you anything. Whenever someone gives you something, that is love. You know what I'm saying? And so basically, like, I notice how like people have these expectations on dollar amounts and what they give you based on what you get them. They'll feel some type of way about it. I just feel like it creates this negativity, this underlying negativity. You know what I'm saying? And like really, he had got me a bunch of shit that I didn't even want. Like, and that's another thing. A lot of times people will give you shit and they don't pay attention to your character, your personality, what kind of stuff you like, what kind of like before they go out and buy you shit. So they just getting you shit because they want to give you some shit, which is not bad, but at the same time, if you don't think about the person when you're getting shit, then you're really just getting them shit just to give them shit for you. You know what I'm saying? So now that this year's Christmas is coming up, I'm just blah about it. I just don't care about it. You know, I got hella people in my family gifts last year. Nobody had got me shit. And at first it didn't bother me, but as time went on, it did because, you know, my birthday passed and all this other shit. And I still didn't get shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, why? Why would that be? If I'm giving y'all shit, if I'm so good, I'm the person y'all call when y'all want advice. I'm the person y'all call when y'all need something. I'm the person y'all call when y'all in distress. But when it comes to these holidays, I don't get thought about. And you know what? I know what it is. A lot of it is because I'm always on my shit. I always got my shit together. I don't ever want for shit. But that's because I take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people will look at you, especially family members, they'll look at you as, oh, you're always the one that got it together. You're always good. You don't need nothing. You don't want for nothing. What like, nigga, a gift card, some socks, some cologne, any goddamn thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because a motherfucker got shit doesn't mean that they don't want to be thought about, that they don't deserve to be gifted just because they're the person that everybody else goes to. That's a crabs in a barrel bucket mentality. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that's the position most of us are in because we don't have kids. Our family looks at us like, oh, we don't have kids. We got good jobs. We got money. So they just forget about us. Like, that is bogus, bro. Like, that shit is bogus. You know what I'm saying? So, but I bet you if we had a kid, they think about us because they wouldn't have no choice because they got to think about our kid. But it's like when you take the kid out up under you, you're just a single man. Oh, you come last. Like, if you do get a gift, you'll be one of the last people that they're gifting, nigga. Like, straight up. All right. So, yeah. Just with the family not being the way it used to be. being an elder, being older, being a man, and being bisexual or gay will get you less gifts that get you thought about less. And like you may end up getting gifts from your coworkers and shit more, just to keep it 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're around them people every day. They know you on a more personal level on a day to day basis, etc. So yeah, just know I'm making this video so y'all know that y'all not alone. Whoever is feeling like this, don't allow it to really bother you that bad, because at the end of the day, I mean, shit, it's one day that passes on each month, and it doesn't mean that you're less valuable. It doesn't mean that you're less. Then it doesn't even necessarily mean that your family love you less. They just may only have the capacity or the money to afford gifts for their kids and very close loved ones or something. Like, that's why I be, mentioning gay niggas and bi niggas need to start their own family. Like, that's the people that are gonna be, that you're gonna be important to. You know what I'm saying? Like, very important to where they think about you first. You know what I'm saying? Yo, birthright family, they may not. You know what I'm saying? And what else was it? But yeah, so basically I just got to the point where I was just like, shit, if I don't buy nobody nothing, I won't feel bad when nobody else buy me nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I just be looking at like, shit, hey, that's just the best way to handle it for real, because that's the way that you can prevent yourself from getting your feelings hurt. Don't go out here buying hella shit for people, and then if you don't get nothing back, it's gonna hurt your feelings. If that's the case, just don't buy nobody shit. You know what I'm saying? And that sucks also, because it comes with a backhand. Because it's like, well, what if you misunderstand and motherfuckers do think about you, and they get you some shit and you ain't got nobody else shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all, it's just the holidays is complicated, and you know what I'm saying? It's just, you gotta just make it the best you can. Surround yourself with people that you fuck with, and just enjoy it. I say fuck the gifts, fuck the expectations, y'all. Just enjoy this day. Enjoy every holiday. At the end of the day, this is about a life that you live in, and it's your journey, and you don't know when it's ever gonna end and where it's gonna lead. So appreciate every moment that you can. At its bare minimum, appreciate the smallest of things, y'all. Like, straight up, don't be ungrateful for nothing. Don't turn up your face and your cheek up at no gifts. Don't, none of that. Like, just be a humble, happy person, y'all. Straight up. All right, and that's it for this one, cause Kelzo say so. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.